Makai-san, ohayo gozaimasu.
Camera, go down.
He doesn't want us to leave. Has been already 3 days since we almost don't appear in the house. And he's like, I'm not gonna let you go.
He's like, I'm going to.
Mr. Keita is also thinking about it.
Bye, Keita.
Close, close, close.
Look at it.
Are you ready for show number 4?
Yes.
That's sugar plum and cranberry. But we still have 2 more grandpa dede shows.
Yeah.
And a bunch of Russians. So we just finished warm-up class. My face looks terrible. I still have leftover makeup from yesterday's show. I use the makeup wipes and the cleaning gel, but still it's really hard to take it completely off. I'm like in a weird mood today. I'm not like super tired, but emotionally, I don't know if it's because it's the 4th show, but I feel like down.
It takes a lot of energy performing on stage, and you don't realize, how much you're tired.
Let's cheer each other up for this last show. I think I'm never fully happy with how I perform, so there's like always that a little like kind of disappointment with myself. So the next day you feel like, like hopefully I'll do even better every day. Let's get driving. We're gonna stop by Starbucks to get tea and just a bar for lunch because I can't eat much before the show. Then we have a 45-minute drive. Let's go. 1000 feet. Turn right. We got our Starbucks green tea. We are ready. The theater is right here.
Christmas time without you. No, 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 no.
The first thing that we do when we get to the theater is try some of the steps on stage. Here I'm wearing the tights, the ponchos, and the costume. From day to day, the body feels different, and some of the steps in the pas de deux may feel a little bit different than from the day before, so it's kind of my ritual to practice them on stage before the show. Keeping the muscles warm is also very important to avoid cramps. This is the corridor we take to go from one side of the stage to the other. Look at all these costumes! And here's the stage.
Christmas time without you. No, 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 it don't feel right without you. No, 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 it don't feel right without you.
Snack time! I usually eat my protein bar before getting ready, and I love having green tea. I think having coffee before the show is not very good for me because I get extra nervous and my stomach also gets a little upset. I've also been working more on YouTube shorts, so this is the make-off of one of them. And it's time for hair and makeup. The Sugar Plum Fairy doesn't appear until the second act, so I have a little extra time to do my hair and makeup. I usually do a French twist for the Sugar Plum Fairy. This time I'm using a net for the first time in this kind of hairstyle to cover all the hair, and hopefully it will have a nicer shape.
So excited to have you here with us
Nereasanchannel, and on behalf of the Granbury Theater Company, I'd like to welcome you to the beautiful Granbury Opera House for today's closing performance of Ballet Frontiers, The Nutcracker.
They just announced that the show is about to begin, so that gives me a time reference on when to be completely ready. Wearing the fake eyelashes is the most tricky part of the makeup for me. Oh my god, I better redo it. Knowing when to start warming up is also very important, and it can be very tricky because you don't want to be ready too early or too late. You have to find the perfect timing for your body to be in the best condition before going on stage. A little perfume to get in the mood. Oh! The tradition. Miss Lana helps me sew the back of the costume in case one of the hook breaks for it not to fall apart. We just performed the opening and the variation. Now we wait for the divertissements and on to the pas de deux. After the pas de deux, we had the coda, and I do the fouettes. I slipped, almost fell. That moment was super
super scary. Oh my gosh, I just don't...
It wasn't too bad.
You think?
Yeah.
I actually was crying so hard after the show. In that moment when you are on stage, you don't really know what happened, right? When you fall or you sleep, 1 second feels like 2 hours. And you expect the worst, especially because, you know, the first fuetes were good, the people were clapping, and suddenly they stop. So you think, oh my god, like, that must have been such a terrible mistake. Of course, we hope to have the best shows every time, but things like this happen because it's live art, right? And always try to make it perfect, but not always works as we expect it to go. As I'm a very perfectionist person and I want everything to go so well, when things like this happen, it like... Next week we have more shows, and I also have to do fuetes, so I'm hoping I'm not going to stress out too much about it.
It's completely different. It's like you think of like the same fuetes, same steps, but different theater, it's like completely different feeling.
Besides that, did you feel the show went well?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. I feel like most of the things worked very nicely. Just the fuetes.
In Japan, I went to watch Les Miserables
Uh-huh.
2 times.
Uh-huh.
The first one, like I didn't see any mistakes.
Uh-huh.
The second show,
Uh-huh.
the principal, he made a mistake actually, I think, I realized.
Oh, really?
I was like, oh, I watched something like,
New.
yeah, like I was actually happy to see like, you know, oh, they're actually making a mistake, like, you know.
Yeah, it's live art as, you know, the musicals as
Yeah.
well. Like, you don't have to shows that are exactly the same.
I saw something like rare, like felt like, you know.
Well, hopefully next week shows are gonna go well and I won't be too freaked out about it. So that was the Nutcracker vlog for you guys. I'm going to be recording a few more Nutcracker themed videos the next following weeks, so I hope you like those as well. If you like this video, please 高評価お願いします. Like this video. I mean, I hope you don't like that I fell, but I hope that this video also bring the awareness that ballet dancers also fail sometimes, even though we try to be perfect, but sometimes doesn't happen. And we also learn from the mistakes, right? It's all a learning process. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye!